Hey, what is going up guys? Freezy Pop here, and today I'm going to be guiding you on how to do the Cayo Perico Heist going in guns blazing solo, and along the way I'll show you which prep mission to do, which approach, and some tips and tricks along the way. Alright, so let's start out with the scope out mission. Once you arrive at the island, make sure to scope out the secondary targets that spawn at the airstrip, as those are the only targets that we'll be going for so we can maximize our time to money ratio. The first secondary targets you can scope out are right inside this hangar right here, and there will be loot spawns inside the gate structure. As you can see, I got cocaine and weed spawn. The second one will be in this little shed over here. Make sure to take pictures of the targets. Also, don't worry about being caught by the guard at the airport, since he has a white blip on the mini map, which means he won't catch you. Now go find a car or a motorcycle and follow the path I'm going through, which leads straight to the party area, so we can safely swim across a small section so we don't get caught, as you're likely watching this video because you are bad at stealth like me and we don't want to waste time getting caught. Once you arrive at the party section, just drive straight into the water and start swimming along the island. Make sure to do it underwater, as you swim faster when you're underwater than when you are on the surface. Once you hit land, just cross this small road without getting caught and you should have a straight path to the communications tower. Once you arrive at the tower, just simply look for the control box and hack it. Remember, it's all about algebra to get the answer. The first symbol I'm showing right here means it's multiplied by 2. The circle symbol right here means it's multiplied by 1. And this final X symbol means it's multiplied by 10. So as you can see I easily figured it out and solved it within seconds. Okay, now that you finish hacking, we are only searching for 2 rooms, the basement where the primary target is and Rubio's office, just to check to see if a painting spawns in there. Also make sure to hit the right side of the D-pad, as I found out you find the basement faster when you go on the right side of the cameras. Okay, as you can see right here, I got the ruby necklace as my primary target, and over here in Rubio's office, unfortunately the painting didn't spawn, but that's okay. Now just simply get caught by the guard so you can fast travel back to the plane and leave the island. Now for the first setup, you'll simply want to get a buzzard or an oppressor if you have one, or the sparrow from the submarine. I simply just used the Hydra because I wanted to practice with it. So for the first setup we are going to do is air support disruption, so we don't get killed by their buzzards at the island. Okay, so for this setup I don't really have any tips, as it's pretty simple and it's easy. Just kill them off one by one, and once you're done with that, just go back to your submarine so we can start the next setup. So the next setup we are going to do is weapons disruption, and again I did this with the Hydra, but you can also do it with other vehicles I listed earlier. Now right here you can see me crash because the snow weather makes it impossible to fly with any of the planes in the game because there's just too much turbulence, so I just called my Mark II. So for the minigun guy, just hit him once with any explosive weapon and then laser him with any weapon like I did right here, and that should kill him. Now for the guy in the armored car, I recommend just spamming him with explosive, but if he kills you, you can just snipe him out of his car since he's the gunner, and then just fly back to the submarine again. Now for a weapon loadout, I simply choose the Conspirators, since it is arguably one of the best, if not the best loadout for the heist, no matter the approach. And tips for this mission, well, if you get the Valkyrie one, I recommend exploding it as soon as it lands, since it can still use its explosive cannons even though it's on the floor. And for the one I got, I recommend going through the roof simply because you don't have to waste time killing the guards at the bottom. Once again, simply use the assault shotgun inside to easily kill the enemies and steal the weapons. After you do that, go back to the sub so we can steal our approach vehicle. For our approach, we are going to be going for the Vellum, and this one is fairly simple. Just kill the guards at the airstrip and fly back to LSIA. Now we are going to do the equipment setups. The first one we'll be doing is demolition charges, and for this one you can just lay hell on the first location. And by laying hell I mean explosions. And for the second part, you can just use your assault shotgun. Remember, it clears out locations like this with ease. Now just go to the basement, get the charges, and bring them back to the submarine. Alright, now we'll be doing the plasma cutter setup. My tips for this one, well, just pray to God you can survive, because there's an infinite amount of enemies spawning and they have the aimbot of the headhunter AI. So I recommend, since the plasma cutter is indestructible, to just explode everyone there and quickly swoop in to grab the plasma cutter. And if you by chance have to get the save codes, which is much easier setup than this one, then just use the assault shotgun in their house. Alright, final setup mission before doing the heist, we are doing the fingerprint cloner. The tips I have for this one are, don't bother shooting the cameras or disabling the power, since no matter what you do, you will still be in a gunfight when you go inside. Once you are inside though, just throw one sticky bomb and it should kill everyone inside, leaving it easy for you to get to the laptop. Alright, after you hack the laptop, this time you actually can go stealth when shooting the cameras for the next warehouse. Just make sure it's a silenced weapon and simply go inside to get the fingerprint cloner so we can start the heist. Alright, right before we start the heist, make sure to buy armor and snacks. I myself already bought armor before I even did the prep mission, so once you go back to your sub, just follow where I'm going. As you can see, you can get free snacks in the miniature cafeteria, and once you get those, just get back to the screen to start the heist. Alright, when starting the heist and selecting the entry points and stuff, simply choose what I am choosing right now since we are going in guns blazing. Now the first thing we are going to do on the island is go disable the air defenses, as we are going to be escaping with the Vellum. Remember what I said earlier to make the hacking easier. The crossed out circle means it's multiplied by 1, the subtraction symbol means it's multiplied by 2, and the X means it's multiplied by 10. Once you do that, run back to this car over here, as it is the most armored one and you'll take the least damage out of the other ones, and simply mark a waypoint to the compound so you know where you will be going. Once you drive to the compound and enter it, make sure to kill the guy with the minigun first. I simply just like to throw a sticky bomb on top of these stairs right here, and once he comes I just blow it up and run to El Rubio's office. Once you're in his office, make sure to open his safe, as there will be free money inside of it and a medkit in case you're low on health. There's also a free pistol inside his drawer if you want that. Alright, time for the fingerprint hack. Now the trick to do it is that the fingerprint cycles are in order. So for example, if you go to the fourth part, you will scroll to the one that appears at the top, and since it goes in order, you will go 3 to the right and you will end up on the fourth one. Once you get the hang of it, just go downstairs and kill this guard right here and open the door. Now the trick to open the display case quick is to let the bar get close to overheating and then let it fall back down and let it rise up back up to almost overheating again, and it should open in about 3 to 4 times. Now we just go back to the main gate to escape and find a motorcycle to get out of here. Make sure to mark the waypoint, and so you don't take as much damage, just go straight through this mountain over here and try not to get stuck in bushes. Once you arrive back at the airstrip, go inside the hangar and get the secondary loot. After you ransack the hangar, go to the shed if you still have space and stock up on loot right there. Make sure to grab the most valuable loot first and then grab the lesser ones. Now all you gotta do is just simply escape Cayo Perico by going into the Vellum and flying away. Well, that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the guide. Make sure to like and comment, as it helps the algorithm recommend my videos to more people like you, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.